Peter Navarro here with a very special Substack and podcast on a very special day. A MAGA declaration of independence from a woke partisan mob. When in the course of human events, a woke partisan mob, in collaboration with Wall Street globalists, social media oligarchs, and a propagandist corporate media, seize the reins of power, it becomes necessary for the people most victimized to throw these rascals out. To this end, we hold these truths to be self-evident. American taxpayers are entitled to a fair return on the investments they make through tax payments and sound governance. They must not be treated as instruments of a Marxian redistribution of income to advance leftist causes. A country in which only a minority of its citizens pays income taxes is now inviting abuses of the woke mob. The American economy is endowed with abundant natural resources, ample capital, and a superbly skilled workforce. And American citizens are entitled to high productivity, low inflation, rising real wages, and prosperous growth. This can only be achieved through substantial investment on U.S. shores, secure domestic supply chains, strategic energy dominance, and fiscal responsibility. Instead, the woke mob has delivered a virulent stagflation, falling productivity in real wages, fragile supply chains, offshore productions, and a crushing debt burden on future generations. America's borders must be secure for safety, as well as economic and national security. Open, unpoliced borders, such as now being delivered by the woke mob, increase crime, catalyze drug and child trafficking by unscrupulous cartels, allow for the penetration of our interior by enemies ranging from Islamic terrorists to communist Chinese agent provocateurs, and facilitate the entry of undocumented, illiterate aliens that will unfairly compete for black, brown, and blue-collar jobs while driving down wages. American citizens have the right to move about freely and choose their own forms of medical care. Instead, the woke mob has subjected the citizenry to unwarranted lockdowns and experimental medical injections under the false rubric of, quote, safe and effective vaccines, unquote, while denying the citizenry access to alternative and effective, safe therapeutics. American schools must be dedicated to preparing our children for a fiercely competitive global environment with a laser focus on the modern-day version of reading, writing, and arithmetic. Instead, the woke mob and its teacher union cadres groom and indoctrinate our children while exposing them to pornography, gender dogma, and revisionist racist history. American voters are entitled to fair elections in which only legal votes are counted. The woke mob's elimination of even the most basic of safeguards, such as signature match, on ballots, combined with the shadowy use of practices such as illegal drop boxes and ballot harvesting, have made a mockery of what was once the most admired democracy in the world. American citizens must have the full protection of the rights set forth in the Constitution. In violation of the First Amendment, the woke mob's cancel culture, as enforced by employers, social media oligarchs, and the corporate media, abridges free speech and denies the right of the American people to assemble in the digital square. In violation of the Fourth Amendment, a weaponized FBI now regularly violates the rights of people to be secure in their homes. Under White House leadership, the Department of Justice and FBI used armed raids and coercive tactics to silence American citizens who dare to challenge woke dogma. Concerned parents are now even being unfairly branded as domestic terrorists simply for speaking up at school board meetings. The American judicial system must blindly deliver equal justice under law. Instead, the woke mob has weaponized our law enforcement agencies and the courts to deny citizens the right to run for political office while burdening members of the minority party with unwarranted lawsuits, indictments, legal fees, and other such lawfare costs. The U.S. military must focus on combat readiness to best protect this nation. The sons and daughters of America's working classes asked to protect this country must not be used as cannon fodder in endless wars that position America as the world's policeman. Instead, a woke Pentagon is now more obsessed with political correctness than protecting America from its enemies. After finally ending an endless war in Afghanistan in the most humiliating and dangerous of ways, the woke mob itself is now pushing this nation towards a new endless war in Ukraine, one already draining the American arsenal and making us easier prey for existential threats like communist China and Iran. Whenever any form of government becomes so destructive, it is the duty of each of us in the American nation to alter that government. In today's America, the next best chance for voters to do so is in the 2024 presidential and congressional elections. On today's Capitol Hill, the next best chance for a House Republican majority to right these wrongs is right now.
Look around and tell me what you see. Every day, more people in the street. Said I used to work in a factory. Right now, I don't work for anything. It's not me, but my family I wish to feed. Not much, 'cause we've got simple needs. Too bad they sent our jobs away. As the CEOs get richer and our jobs all move offshore, go to the store and spend our money. Send all the dollars overseas. This ain't the land of milk and honey. This is the land of trade and greed. My brother got his college degree. He dreamed of running a factory. Now he's back home, living with mom again. 'Cause there's no bright future for a working man like him. Oh, go to the store and spend our money. Send our dollars overseas.